It has been 1 day since my last show, so they finally caught one. They finally caught one. Wisconsin pastor gets 11 years on child sex charges. Hey, I looked to see if Marjorie Taylor Greene had anything to say about this, and I can't believe it. She had nothing to say about any of these ever. What? Curious. A former racing pastor convicted of child enticement was sentenced Monday to 11 years in prison. Not enough. And it's been 1 day, so clearly there's more than one. Texas evangelical pastor Bruce Holland has been sentenced to only 2 years in prison for possessing and distributing images of little girls being sexually abused. Gee, who would have ever guessed? And, this guy, Georgian Christian school teacher Joshua Blackston, who pled guilty to 7 counts of sending nude images of himself to female students and requesting nude images of them, has been sentenced to only 3 years in prison. Imagine being at your school and sending nude pictures to your students and thinking you're not going to get in trouble for that. Just good God. I can't even place myself in the mind of people that are this fucking stupid. But what you gotta do? And then people always get mad at me when I say religion is a mental illness, and I don't know how you can watch shit like this and not think it's a mental illness. These are people who are clearly have like bats in their belfry, but they're also so desperate to belong to a group of people and so desperate to signal to those group of people that they actually belong to them, that they are part of the cult and they can be accepted as part of the cult. And this is the links they're willing to go to prove to everybody that they're one of them, folks. Man, I feel sorry for them if it weren't so fucking weird. I mean, they just need a hug and some positive encouragement and to know you don't have to be around these kind of crazy assholes to have acceptance and find love and camaraderie. You don't have to stoop that low, but I don't know. I guess there's no hope for these people. And that, folks, I'm starting to think God might be sort of an asshole.
Why didn't God stop the fires in LA?
He's a piece of shit. If he's all powerful, he definitely has the power to stop them. So the only thing I can think of is that he's a monster.
God stopped the fires in LA. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because God is not stopping what God is allowing.
Oh.
We want to live our lives without God until we see our beautiful homes and our beautiful cars and everything that we have built burn to ashes. Then, and only then, we want God to intervene in our lives. Well, how?
Okay, if I had kids and my kids fucking disowned me, didn't love me anymore, didn't want to have anything to do with me, I would not burn my kids' shit as punishment for not loving me, okay? If I had the power to stop them from being harmed in any way, I would stop it, regardless of whether they love me or not, or they talk to me or they accepted me or not, because that's what unconditional love is. So what you're saying is that I, a mere mortal, am more moral than your God is. Then why do you worship him?
How convenient. Let me tell you something. It doesn't work like that. We can mock God and not expect him to correct us. God is a person, not a joke.
Where are you at then? He is a joke. You're a joke. It's all a fucking joke. If he's a person, enter goddamn deuce me. If you can't, shut the fuck up.
Suffering comes, we need to keep this in mind. If we knew the character of God, we would understand why bad things happen. Suffering is allowed either to correct us or to cleanse us or to redirect us, but it always has a purpose. So in the midst of the chaos, always keep this in mind. There's always something good, and there's always a lesson, and there's always something bigger.
That's right. God's punishing you because you deserve it. Anything bad that happens to you, it's because you're bad. And, oh, no shit. Study shows atheists are more likely to treat Christians fairly than Christians treat atheists. Yeah. Tell me something I don't already know. This is basically what I was talking about before, how Christianity is an incredibly immoral ideology where it allows you to do anything. And instead of making amends to the person you hurt, all you have to do is Sorry, Jesus. And it's like it never fucking happened. And they know this before they do bad things. They know they can literally do anything and then not have to face any consequences for it if they do this. So it presupposes them to fucking people over. It makes it easier to fuck people over. Atheists, I'm like, well, there's nothing holding me accountable but me, but my own sense of morality, my own code, my own empathy, and ability to put myself in your shoes and to know what you're going through. And I don't want to suffer. I don't want people to fuck me over. I don't want my feelings to be hurt. So I don't treat people like that because I understand. But if you're religious, you're like, well, I can just fuck you over. Sorry, God. And it didn't happen. So why would I not fuck you over? They've done study after study that shows that if somebody mentions God when they're borrowing money from you, that they're like 1,000 times less likely to return it. Something like that. That's not exactly the stat, but something like that. Not hard to understand. And we're going to finish on a good one. No, I found a hero amongst the religious folks. So you guys might remember the last show I played you this clip of this giant fucking sack of shit who brought this little 15-year-old girl up in front of the congregation and made her apologize for getting pregnant. I'm sorry and pray for me. And then he proceeds to chastise her.
Ain't no baby showers.
And demand nobody give her a baby shower.
About attend one.
Yes, sir. Yes, Bishop. We'll do whatever you say, Bishop. Fuck that girl. Fuck her baby. Yes, Bishop. So some hero went to that church and just handed them their fucking ass. Watch this guy go off on the preacher and his congregation for their bullshit.
You ready? Let's watch.
You the pastor that denied that lady her baby shower and embarrassed her appearance.
I'm coming in this church. What you want?
I'm asking you a question.
Now, what you want?
I'm asking you, are you the pastor?
What do you want?
I'm asking you, are you the pastor are you the pastor that publicly shamed that young lady?
What do you want?
I'm asking you a question.
What do you want?
Are you the pastor who publicly shamed that lady?
What do you want?
You don't understand English?
What do you want?
Why did you? I want to know why you publicly shamed that lady. Don't touch me now. That's assault.
We gotta go.
All right. He didn't ask me to leave. Don't touch me. He just did, but don't touch me. Because I touched back. We'll be protesting y'all, boycotting y'all, getting that girl the help that y'all want to get, publicly shaming people. Now it's time for y'all to be publicly shamed. I grew up all my life in the church. It's a shame. This church used to be Calvary Community Church where they welcome people and they didn't publicly shame people and chastise them for sin. All y'all sinless. None of y'all sin in this whole church.
Fuck yeah.
When y'all sinned, everybody had to go to the front like that.
Woo! Get him, brother. Hell yeah. Some hero shit right there. Made me believe in Jesus. And that is my religious bullshit for tonight. Christian praise on the terrified masses. They're just such horrible humans. And just everybody, yes, we go do what you say. Just imagine being that much of a fucking cuck. That much of a little fucking bitch to lay down and let another man to tell you what to fucking do. I just don't understand how men can look themselves in the mirror by being so submissive to other men like that.